Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the next session. We have done with the logical operators. I told you the main difference between AND operator and OR operator, and we have solved multiple questions while using AND operator and OR operator. So, I left you guys with the two problem statement. I also give you some problem statement to solve by your own, and we left with the two problem statement. One is the differentiate between comma and plus. In the today's session, I'm going to tell you the difference between comma and the plus when while encoding. Let's quickly go to the replit, and here I'm making one more file, which is problem 9.js. Okay. Yes. So here I am assigning a variable which is let a, and I'm giving value to it 10. Okay, now let variable b is equals to 20. Let variable c is equals to 30. And let the name is equals to Rahul. If I want to add a, b, c, so how can I write this? So I can easily take one variable, let sum is equals to a plus b plus c, or we can say like score. Okay, let's see score. Suppose let's take a problem statement that there is a boy whose name is Rahul. He is playing like football or cricket. So in the first year, in 2000, like in the first match, okay, let me change the variable name. So match one. Match one, he got 10 points. Okay, so match one, he got 10 points. In match two, he got 20 points. In match three, he got 30 points, and the player name is Rahul. So what we need to do in the problem statement, we have to find the total score he met with, and we need to print print the score with his name. So let's do this. So console.log, which is a command for print score. So for using string, we can do this total score. Total score. So it comes like total score, right? So now what we need to add, this is one string. Now we need to add the variable. The variable is score, right? Of see, now I just write of, and it is showing red line. Why? That there is a syntax error. Okay, so for adding this, we need to add this plus sign. Okay, now the total score of, now let's add one plus more, and then variable name, which is name. Okay, let's make it name as player name. Okay. Now let's see the output. Node problem 9.js. It is showing error. Okay, again I put the wrong spelling. My bad. Let me quickly change it. Sorry. Just problem 9. Problem 9.js. Okay, so let's make it clear. Oh, now yes, this is okay. I have done it by mistake, but now you guys have the more clarity of using JavaScript. See, the variable name which I have given, I have initialized, which is match 1, match 2, match 3, and the player name. And the variables I'm using here, what are these? A plus B plus C, which is not here. So that's why it is showing error to us that reference error A is not defined. Okay. So now what we need to write is match 1 plus match 2, the variables which we have assigned earlier, like above. So the same variable we need to use here. So if we print, like run our code, we'll get the right output. Problem 9.js. See, I'm getting total score which is 60 of Rahul. Okay, so you can see score and 60, there is no gap between score and 60. So if you want to add the gap between them, so what we can do is we can add one more plus and then empty string. Like if we don't put any alphabet in these inverted comma, so it means empty string. So basically it's an empty string. So now you can see the difference in the output. You can see. Okay. Off. You can see the space between 60 and off. Okay. For that, we here as well we have score. We want. Okay. So we need here as well. We need space here as well. So we will do empty string then plus. This is the empty string and we need empty string here as well. So let's do. Now you can see the like what you can see, space between each and every character. Now you can just look here of Rahul. There is no space between of and Rahul. Why? I put empty string here as well, but there is no space. Why? Because I just put inverted commas, but I did not give space between them. For that, I need to give a space so that it becomes an empty string. Now, if I just run this code, now you can see the gap. Okay. So this is how we use this plus, right? Plus operator is also used for adding the values, but in strings, when we print the code, there as well we use plus. Like if you want to add strings and the variables, both the things, so we can do like this: total score plus off plus the, like, means we can use a string and a variable together by using this plus operator. Okay, what it does, like it adds the, like, each and every digit. Okay. Like if we, like, let's see, in normal English, if it is A plus B, it becomes AB. Okay. In string methods. Okay. So this is how it works in printing. So now, sorry. So yes, now check this. Console, okay. Okay, I will tell this thing. Okay, now you must have this plus understanding of this plus. Right, now let's take one more let example where you will learn the difference between comma and plus. Suppose there is a variable let A, which is there 10, let B 20. I'm initializing some variables here. Let's see, is equals to 30. Okay. console.log a comma b comma c. What does it means? It means it shows 10 comma 20 comma 3. It shows the values of these variables. What it shows the values of these variables. But just give me a minute, guys. So, sorry for the disturbance, guys. It was just a phone call. So, here console.log in line number 13, what you are printing, you are printing the values of these variable basically. Okay, you are not adding these values. Let's see the output now. See, what you are printing the values of these variable. But if I do like this, console.log a plus b plus c, then what would be the output? Let's, it is showing 60, right? How? Because what I am doing, I am adding these variables. Now, if I want to add string here, as we have done in as we have done in this example, we were adding strings. So we can add here strings as well. Like if I want to add this string, like score. So you can see score 10 to, but you can see that there is a space. Why? Because I have given space between them, and there is no space after this dots, and there is no space 10 20 30. There is no space, and you can like see what it is right now. Now what's happening, it is not adding. Again, what it is doing, it is taking the values of from these variable. Are you getting my point? So when we have this kind of situation, when we have to do this kinds of problem, what we can do is we can put the like these kind of variables which we want to, which have some values which you want to calculate, like add, subtract, multiply, divide. So we should put them in a bracket, a separate bracket. You must everybody must have know the rule of board mass, right? So here as well we will apply board mass rule. So now if I like print the output, see, now I'm getting score 60. Earlier, when I haven't used this bracket, what is showing to me, it is showing the values. Then it becomes string. It's not this plus operator works to add string, right? So make them a single term to add for, like, by adding these values. What we need to do, we need to keep these variables in a separate bracket, and you can see score 60. If you want to add space between 60 score, this score and 60, so what you need to do is you need to just put empty string. Now you can see the change. There is there earlier there is no space, but now when I add empty string, there is a space. I hope this much is clear to you guys. So this is the differentiate between comma and plus sign. And there are two ways, and I have also told you the two ways of using the plus operator. Okay, so I am assuming that you guys have understood. Now we were left with one more thing, which was, what was it? Yep, switch situations. So what basically a switch case? Okay, there are many cases when we have like there are multiple cases, and with each case some code is connected. Okay, now let's first read this code. What is going on? Like it's a day schedule. So we have, this is basically a syntax of switch. Switch is basically when we can switch our option by adding the cases. Okay, so and each case have their own code. Okay, so here we are taking one variable which is name is option, and we are assigning to that variable is 3. We are assigning the value 3 to that variable. Now what we are doing, we are taking switch option like case 1, which is saying console.log day 1 scrum plus coding. Okay. Day 2, Scrum coding and skillathon. Day 3, Scrum skillathon stand-ups. Default holiday. So basically this is the method, like this is a syntax and like of using switch. So on choosing the option in above code, it will output the code present corresponding to the given option and also print. Okay, guys, just give me a minute. So, sorry for that. Yeah. On choosing the option in above code, it will output the code present corresponding to the given option and also print all the output of all the cases which present below to the chosen option. To avoid this, we will use break. So I was telling you, like on choosing the option in above code, see if you choose this, like this option or this option or this option, it will output the code present corresponding to the given option and also print all the output of all the cases which present below the chosen option. So to avoid this problem, what we will use break. So yeah, to avoid this, we will use break. So how we will use it? Let's see. So we have day schedule basically. So in each case, after each case, we will use break. Like if you are getting an option with a case 1, so print this and break the code. If there is a case 2, so print this and break the code. If there is a case 3, print this and break the code. And default, like, so just holiday. You must have doubt that what is the case. So the option, like here, if you, okay, let me show you by the on Rapid. So let's make it comment. So right now what we are doing switch statements. This is the last part for the today's session. Okay. So I am taking let option is equals to any value, like I'm giving 3. Now switch option of case. one console dot log Monday break. Okay, suppose you are printing day's name. Case 2. Console.log. This is basically a method of writing switch statement. When I'll complete the code, you will get to know how can we use this. Case 3. Console.log Wednesday. Sorry, I'm like forgetting the using break statement. Break. Then break statement. Case 4. Console.log Thursday. So what's wrong I have done here? Okay. Have you just seen what was the issue? Like I just didn't give a space between them and it is showing error. You can see that. So this is a very very case sensitive. So break. Case 5. How many days we have? 7 days, right? Console dot log Friday. Again, break statement. I'll show you if we won't use break, then what will happen. I'll show you. Just let me complete this first. Case 6. Console.log Saturday. Break. Case 7. This is the last case now. Console.log again. Break. Okay. Here I am not using default. Why? Let's use default as well. If there is no such case, like let's use default now. Default console.log. There is no such day. Okay, and break again. Now let's see. What does it mean? This option means I am putting the value here. Like if I put 3, it should show that 3, the case 3 we have Wednesday. So it should show me the output as Wednesday. Okay, now let's run this problem. See, it is showing as Wednesday. If I put 13, now what will happen? There is no such case as 13. There is no such day, right? If I put 1, what would be the output? It's showing Monday. So suppose if you are making this code, a kind of calendar code. Okay, suppose if you are using this code while using if. So how can you write like you are assuming let day is equals to, you are taking in variable and suppose you are giving the value as 5. Okay. Look, we are doing these things on the online platform, which is on Replit. That's why we are taking input by our own. But when we do it like in the in many more sessions, like if you do these things on your such coding platforms, like what we have the coding platforms, Heroku, and there are lots of coding platforms. If you do such cases there, you need to take input by your own. How will you take input by your own? We will learn these things in the upcoming sessions. Okay, but what you are doing here, you are taking input. Okay, so I am taking variable and giving the value 5. Okay, now if you want to check like on day 5, what would be the day? So you, if day is equals to 1, then console.log Monday, right? Then again you use if day 2 is equals day is equals to 2, then console.log Tuesday. That's how you will do each and every step. But while using the switch statement, it becomes much more easier and much more like the code is less. Now let's remove this break statement. Okay, now let's see what happened if you remove these break statement. Just see practically. Okay, now let's see. See what is happening. It is showing Monday, but it is showing each and every day as well. Break means it break the code then and there only. Like break means it just end the code and comes back. Break means end the code and comes back. Okay, that's why we use break statement. I hope now you guys are clear why do we use break statement. If you don't break, it will print each and everything, but you want to like break statement is used that okay, you got your case, like you are we are putting case 1. So if you put case 5, now how like code runs, it comes here, it check there. If he finds its case, now he got his case which is 5. So print this code, like run, execute the code of case 5s and the break the break the code and come like print the output. So right, I hope this much is clear to you guys. Is and you must have practice all these things, and please do practice, because it practice only make person perfect. Okay, so if you want to become very good in these things, if you want to good in DSA, which is data structures and algorithms, if you want to build your logical thinkings, if you want to perform well in your uh, non-stack career, so please do practice. Please do practice all these questions by your own. See, you can take screenshots, you can do each and everything, but first of all, try it by yourself. If you don't try, you won't understand anything. You can see my video twice, thrice, many more times, million and trillion times. But if you won't do these things by your own, you will not get anything. That mark my words. Okay, so please do practice. And yes, that's it for today's session. And yeah. So we have done with the logical operators. We have done with all the logical operators. From the next session, we will learn loops. So just I am telling you this because I want you to have some you grab some knowledge about what are loops and how can we, why we will you, like why do we use loops, and the things which you can know about the loops, you can get knowledge about it. So there are different types of loops, not one. So please do R&D about loops, and I'll meet you on the next session. So I hope you guys have understood each and everything. Okay, guys, have a nice day and do practice. Bye bye.